Welcome to Multiple Choice Question 8 of the 2006 Mathematical Methods Exam 2. In this video, we will be looking at the solution for this question. A reminder that this video is in no way endorsed by VCAA. And now before we move on, I'd just like to point out that the use of a CAS calculator is an efficient way to approach this question. For question 8, we're asked the average value of the function y equals cos of x over the interval 0 to pi on 2 is given by one of the following. And now it's really important not to confuse average value of a function, which is what we're asked to calculate here, with the average rate of change. It's just a common one that students often confuse in exams. So we know that the average value of a function on an interval a to b is given by 1 divided by b subtract a times the integral between a and b of the function f of x with respect to x. So for this question, our average value would be 1 divided by pi on 2 subtract 0, because that's the interval a to b that we're going between. And then we go between the lower bound of 0 and the upper bound of pi on 2 for the rule cos of x, and that is with respect to x. On the CAS calculator, go into the main menu. Next, by hitting the keyboard button, bring up the soft keypad, and we want to start by entering the fraction 1 divided by the fraction of pi on 2 subtract 0, so just be really careful that you enter that correctly. And then we want to multiply that by the integral in Math 2 between 0 and pi on 2. So again, make sure you're entering all of this carefully onto the calculator. And then our rule was cos of x, and we want to anti-differentiate that with respect to x. And hitting execute gives us the value that we're looking for. And from the CAS calculator, we found that that is equal to 2 divided by pi. So that makes D the correct answer for this question. And from the examiner's report, we can see that 59% of students got this question correct, which means that it wasn't overly well done in the exam, considering it's a fairly straightforward calculation once you know what to put into your calculator.